All right, looks like I'm live. Hey everybody, I am Chloe Alice Balkin. I am a writer. I write paranormal romance. That's funny that I just forgot my occupation for a second there. I was a cake decorator for years, and so my brain always defaults to that. But I'm a writer now, and I'm not a gamer. You could see, I gamed in my younger days, and then I quit, um, like in the days before Steam. So you can see that this is like what I tried to go back to gaming. What little I did, I did. I did Skyrim for 7 hours in 2014. Before I got mad because I believe I just got stuck on like a really dumb fight that I couldn't get past. And then in 2016, I did play Sims for 60 hours. I actually don't even remember that time in my life. I remember getting The Sims. I don't remember what was going on. I feel like we were in our house. Like I'm a homeowner, and yeah, so I'm not a gamer. It's been a really long time since I've done it. I wasn't very good at it when I used to do it, as evidenced again by that 7 hours of Skyrim. But I have a new computer, and I thought it would be a fun thing to do. And why not do it on Twitch? So I am actually going to play Dear Esther. I don't know anything about this game, except I do know it's got something weird in the gameplay. Like, it's not going to be normal gameplay, and hopefully that works to my advantage. And the reason I downloaded it was because it was on a list of the most visually stunning games, and it was $2, I think. That probably was going to happen either way, but that was a perk. The other thing is I'm fairly new to Twitch, so I'm going to pop over there before I actually get this game going and see if I can make my stream better. Supposedly there is, like, I should be able to put tags and stuff on this, but again, I'm not really smart enough for stuff like this. Can I edit the stream info? Just allow this moment to happen, and I promise I will be getting, there we go. I've got tags right there. I am doing a first playthrough, and this category is dear. You will hear me. Don't mind the weird ducking around I do. I've got this like dumbest setup ever. Um, what is happening here, dear? Just ignore this. There we go. Okay, so I am hopefully tagged in other stuff. I'm sure that there are more tags that I should have here, but that's okay. This is the best I can do. All right, so maybe that's in my stream. I don't know. But let's go ahead and play. Oh my God, did my camera stop working again? Why does my camera hate me? That's not, stop cam. I'm just gonna be a pineapple. You know what? It's okay, because I'm playing the game anyways. Okay, so let's get this game going. Oh no. Right off the bat, I have weird stuff happening. Oh, okay. So this is just the setup for the first time. I thought it would be funnier if I started it from this screen as opposed to the actual game. And instead what's happening is I'm trying to install Microsoft DirectX for Windows. And I have a progress bar that is not doing anything. And I've got a cam that, okay, well, the cam is back, so that's something. Geez, it seemed like a clever idea at the time, and now it is obviously not so clever of an idea. That went away. Okay, I've got a game. I'm going to switch my screen. It sounds pretty. I will give it credit for that. Oh, good heavens. My mouse. Oh, I'm having that issue where my mouse won't come off this screen. Let me Alt X and see. Yes. Okay. And I'm not, my video is just not going to work today. So don't mind me. I promise I will get this going in a moment. I just, again, I'm kind of unfamiliar with this stuff. Not super unfamiliar. Just enough. Oh my God, did Alt Escape just kill it? How do I do this? Hold on one sec. Oh, oh God. So here's what's gonna be funny here is if I Alt Escape, I lose that application. And if I do my entire screen instead of the application, you get the damn activate Windows warning on this. Oh, that is infuriating. So give me a moment here, and I might be able to figure this out. If you're watching and you know the solution for this, basically when the game is playing, my mouse is trapped on the screen. So I can't bump over to another screen to switch my screen mode. I just said screen a whole bunch. Oh, I wonder if I do. You see right here where it says activate Windows. I don't want you guys to be looking at that. That's embarrassing that my Control Tab. Does Control Tab do it? No. Look how pretty that is, though. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you can or not. It sounds real nice. I just was thinking I was going to be able to have better control over this. And again, not have this activating. So I'm going to do a quick Google on this and see if that... Okay, I see that many people ask about this. To do this, bring up the cursor. Oh, that is totally a lie. According to Quora, you can now switch to any part of your desktop or your second monitor without your game minimizing. That is totally a lie. To do this, bring up the cursor in your game and simply move your cursor off the screen. Absolutely not. And then press Alt Tab on your keyboard to switch between your game window and your second monitor. And that's not what's happening either. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. And we're going to go for a little bit. You guys are going to have to look at the stupid activate Windows. I promise that this isn't like a stolen computer or anything. We just had like a scam hard drive that we didn't realize. Yeah, it's okay. So we're going to start and we're going to see what happens. And I'm going to mess with this a bit. We are going to start at the lighthouse because that was the only option that was open.
Dear Esther.
Oh.
The gulls do not land.
Oh. Let me, fun fact, I am partially deaf. So I'm hoping, yes, there are closed captions. Let us get that going. Do I want large captions for you guys? Sure. I'm not blind, but if you're watching me play... Resume game.
This year they seem to shun the place. Maybe it's the depletion of the fishing stock driving them away. Perhaps it's me. When he first landed here, Donnelly wrote that the herds were sickly, and their shepherds the lowest of the miserable classes that populate these Hebridean islands. 300 years later, even they have departed.
Was that it? Okay. Am I walking? How do I walk? Oh no. Oh, okay, that zoomed. Okay, so I need to know what the controls are for this too. Let's look at options. Keyboard and mouse. Edit keys, buttons. There we go. WSAD. Perfect. Done. Okay. I'm sure that if you're watching this, you probably think, well, yeah, duh, it's WSAD. You know what? Do I? Oh, no, I guess I do want WSAD. I'm going to allow that. I'm not, yeah, I'll allow that. And I don't know why I care about all this mouse stuff, so I'm going to let it go. So we are going to go back, resume game, and oh, look at me go. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't. Can I click on these? Okay, well, there's like random sheet music there and a radiator and like a real gross toilet. Yes, the very first thing I did, I was like, oh, there's a little building. Let me go in there. Let me look at the toilet first. I feel like it's a very like woman thing to do. I don't know if there's like stuff for me to click on or what. Clicking does that little zoomy thing, and that's it. And yes, those are the fancy words that I'm using, that little zoomy thing. I was told that I was supposed to figure stuff out with this. You would think that, like, I don't know, there's so much detail here. But again, like the last time I gamed, so I did used to do WoW. I played WoW for a really long time. I pretty much was always a healer. That was pretty much all I was ever good at. I could tank okay. I was terrible at DPS. Oh, hey, that's like a chemical right there. What is that about? I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I don't know if I was supposed to put a warning on here that I swear a bunch. Just so you know, I swear a bunch. I'm also really curious right now if I'm curious of a lot of things. I'm curious if I'm missing a way to click on this stuff. Oh, that was like a bird or something. Well, that was cool. Pronoun, I don't know what I'm doing, but thanks for joining. It does. I was told that it was very beautiful, and it is. Let me know. I'm curious. This is what I was trying to say before, and I got off track in that way that I do. Can you hear the audio from this? It's just like waves and oceany sounds. Oh, okay. Well, that looked like a path, and then it went nowhere. I feel like if somebody else was playing this game, they'd be like, yeah, I know exactly what's going on now. Can I kill myself? Don't worry. Like, I'm not suicidal or anything. I know I bounced down that real easy, but there's a little path right there, and that's just what's in the path. I feel like I just had like a wow flashback moment because I hit the space bar to jump over a rock, which I didn't need to do because there's no jumping in this. But also, there's like a green can of Coca-Cola. Never seen a green one before. Weird. Anyways, there's no jumping in this, but like I just reflexively hit that start or the space bar. So now I'm curious if that is how I jumped in WoW. I know WoW is still going fairly strong.
There
Oh,
was once talk of a wind farm out here, away from the rage and the intolerance of the masses. The sea, they said, is too rough for the turbines to stand. They clearly never came here to experience the becalming for themselves. Personally, I would have supported it. Turbines would be a fitting contemporary refuge for a hermit. The revolution and the permanence.
Pronoun, I played Skyrim. I discovered when I downloaded this game. I had played Skyrim. Of course, I knew that. Like, I didn't like have a blackout or anything. But I played Skyrim for 7 hours in, I think it was 2014. And I remember distinctly that I got to a fight that I couldn't figure out how to. I was an archer with a pet wolf, I'm going to say. And I got into a fight and I couldn't figure out how to get the aggro off of me and onto my pet. And so I just died over and over again. And
I found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market. It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing right now. I mean, the good news is it doesn't appear that I can mess it up in any way. Oh, that's just like a tire lying there. Like, this is really interesting, and this weird wandering thing that's going on. It's just also, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay. Also, just putting it out there, I absolutely want to know more about that yogurt. It was such a weird detail that now I'm like, no, tell me more. Tell me more. Like, does he have a case of yogurt? Am I stuck here? Wouldn't that be funny if I just got stuck here forever? Nope, there we go. Oh, but yeah, so I did play Skyrim and it ended badly. And I feel like at that point in my life, I had decided to get back into gaming again. And then Skyrim went so badly that I said, well, let me play a game that I won't. Oh, there's like writing here. Is that like a Fibonacci? Is that the right term? Yeah, what happens if I stand here? That also sounds like me trying to play Skyrim right there. Oh yeah, so I tried to play something, I don't know, easier or older, more established in the guides. So I downloaded, and like it was, I'm sure it was like a Steam summer sale. I downloaded, I believe, like the entire suite at the time of Skyrim. That was me blanking on what that game is called, what the actual age of, oh sweet Jesus. Whatever, it's part of the series. We just gotta accept that that's where I am on this. Is that like a ramp right there? I should be better at looking for things. But yeah, so I got that and I got BioShock. There we go. I think I played like a quarter of one of the other games in the Elder Scrolls. There we go. I played one of the other games in Elder Scrolls briefly and hated it. I did play all of one or two. Yes, you probably typed that out before I said it, but that damn delay. Yes, Elder Scrolls. Yeah, so I played BioShock and I enjoyed like the first two games of it, and I never played it again. And then I just literally never gamed again. I I played a bit of Sims 3, which I had loved Sims 2. So when Sims
Donnelly's
2...
book had not been taken out from the library since 1974. I decided it would never be missed as I slipped it under my coat and avoided the librarian's gaze on the way out. If the subject matter is obscure, the writer's literary style is even more so. It is not the text of a stable or trustworthy reporter. Perhaps it is fitting that my only companion in these last days should be a stolen book written by a dying man.
Oh, I knew this. Okay, so that thing about me trying to just watch the game and not not watch my entire screen so y'all can see that activate Windows thing, which I will fix, but new computer. I have to play this in a windowed mode instead. I don't remember how to do windowed mode anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going, and we'll figure that out later. I remember that being a thing, though. I remember that because back when I played Sims, I made some Sims videos because I was one of those people, and I never. Oh gosh, again, me trying to like look at what I'm doing on the screen when I'm doing literally nothing and talking at the same time doesn't work. Get that water. That's it. This is a really pretty game. I mean, like, it's real dreary right now. Those details are real nice, though. What was that? Oh, yeah. So I used to make Sims videos. So, of course, I had to, like, bounce back and forth between the recording software and the game.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk. See them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection. Wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff path died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Okay. I've got two options. Yes, when those chats are happening, I'm probably absolutely supposed to be paying attention to them to figure out what the hell I'm doing. But instead, I am researching windowed mode. Oh, I am in windowed mode. Woo! Okay. Can I? Oh my God. Okay. But do I still have to alt escape? There we go. I figured it out, and I'm proud of myself. And now you guys aren't going to have to see that anymore, and I can pay better attention to the game. So we're doing this little pop out, and then there it is. And now nobody has to see my shame of the fact that I don't know that I don't have my windows. Oh, I've got one last thing I need to do. Don't let me. There we go. Okay. So there. Now nobody knows that my Windows is not valid right now. Oh, there's stuff. Is that like stuff over there? I'm just like wandering around in the wilderness now. But again, from those like control options that I saw, this seems to be all I do in this. So as long as it stays pretty. I heard there might be ghosts in this as well, but not in like a scary way.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wondered, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradictions?
Absorbing nothing of what's being said, but that's okay. Like that when I was listening to it, And then as soon as he said, I think it was the very first sentence, that they were passing the Bible around, I got to thinking about how, like, could they even read? Like, did they have other books to read? Or, because, that's not something that you just, if you don't read constantly, like, we live in a time when we read constantly, but not necessarily books, but, that thing that was just written on the screen. So if they had a single Bible they were passing around, how many people were actually able to use it? Or did they have a whole bunch of other books, but Bibles themselves were prohibitively expensive because they're so big? Am I going back downhill? Am I going the wrong way? I feel like I just turned around. What is this stat? Okay, I'm going to see if I can start using things as markers. And this is clearly a marker right here. Boom. Yep, that I walked into. This is exactly how I play games, though. I end up getting lost and, like, spending all my time just literally walking around in a circle. And I know if I'm actually out in the wild, how to not get lost. And that is absolutely by taking something like this fence and following it. But here I am. Yes, I turned around. I'm fully aware that I turned around this time. I feel like the fence was on this side before. So I'm going to keep going with it. And hopefully I'm not just completely backtracking. I'm going to end up at that house again. But in all fairness, I am completely lost right now. So if I end up back at that house again, whatever. I just wish I could remember. I wish I could find that, like, weird landmark that I saw before, that I wasn't sure if it was a structure or just like a naturally occurring thing. So I'm going to go back up to this high point. Oh, I wonder if it does have a map as opposed to this. There's a lighthouse there. So that is a bit of a landmark. Okay. Oh, there's that thing that I saw before. Okay, so I'm definitely wanting to go in this direction because I remember seeing that before and thinking I wanted to go to it. But I don't think there's a map. If I hit escape, these are my options. Resume game options, exit to main menu, or quit. Obviously, we're going to go to options. And I've got audio, video, keyboard, mouse, controller, language. Controller, is that like the vid stuff, actually? Yeah, no, I definitely don't want that. I only have these options. I guess mouse acceleration, is that actually running? Oh, let me click. I definitely don't want the reverse mouse. This is it. This is the entire game. I did put on mouse acceleration. I don't know what that means. But I want to go over to this place is basically what's happening. It is windy here. So I grew up, when I was little, my brother had an original Nintendo. And I grew up on, like, loving the Mario games and hating the Zelda games. And I don't think it was because it was open map versus side scroller, but I think because of that, I feel like the graphics were just better and the gameplay itself was better. And, like, the original Mario games versus the original Legend of Zelda. So, but because of that, I feel like I've always felt more stress playing the open map games because my safe space, I probably don't want to do that. Yeah, I was trying to fall down that hill. It's my natural inclination as well, is to go down a hill. Yeah. There's that. I don't know if I've actually been to this lighthouse. I've been to that one building at the very beginning. We'll find out, I guess, in a moment if I'm actually going anywhere. This is very much where I came from before, isn't it? This is that exact same section of the beach. And I did exactly what I thought I was doing. It's okay. I'm going to go back and go the other way from that building. And as long as I use that building as kind of my touch point, then I won't feel so lost. I'll just like go out and go back. Yeah, so Zelda just was very much, I don't know, it was like a grid because it was an open world, but it was 2D. So it was on a grid, and it was stressful because you'd be trying to get from one point to another, and you would like hit a grid and it would be enemies that you'd have to fight. So you never knew if you were clicking the right one. And I guess I'm sure for a lot of people, they were like, yes, let's do this fight. But I wasn't. I just wanted to like keep going on the game. So for me, it was stressful. And the graphics just weren't good. If I remember correctly, it might have actually been that, again, I'm going back like 35 years here, but I feel like it was that MMO style, or like more recently Pokemon, where you pick which type of attack you want to do and then it does it. And I don't like doing those either. Can I not keep going from this point? Did I just literally put myself back at the beginning? I did. Okay. So we're going to reevaluate from this point. Okay. So this is absolutely the starting point. I've already been through this entire building, right? Because if I walk in here, there is a toilet. Yep. Gross toilet. Okay. I am not going so blindly this time, and that's the important thing. Oh, was this the paint cans and yogurt? Is that no? That's paint. Oh, but yeah. So yeah, because of that, I just never liked open world. Unless, like, again, I played WoW for years, but that had the map and the points on the map and the arrows telling me where I needed to go. And that all worked for me. Like, okay, give me this, but let me wander around in all directions, but also tell me which direction to go in. I've definitely been up here already, but I'm going to go see. Ooh.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave, and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
All right. So that was a real weird story about a hermit who died at age like 136 plus and showed up to this island on a boat that didn't have a bottom on it, which means it really wasn't a boat, was it? I'm going to tab out real quickly. I don't even think you can see it when I tab out now. I'm going to fix this screen, though, because I'm just talking pineapple. There. Less talking pineapple, more Dear Esther. Oh, Jesus, I turned. Okay, there's the lighthouse. Awesome. Okay. Oh, is that trash? That's really okay. That's gonna make me sad every time some random bit of trash pops up, apparently. Oh geez. Oh no. Oh Lord. Okay. Remember when I fell down this way before? I fell down this way again. But I kind of feel like that just means it's the end of the road. So we've come to the end of the road. I'm done. One of the downfalls of me not going to work every day anymore. Is this that path? Yeah, I'm gonna try this path again. Is I used to sing with my coworkers a bunch. I don't know. It's just what you do when you work a job where, like, so again, I was a cake decorator, which means that you like needed your hands to constantly be working, and you needed like one very specific part of your brain to always be working. But then like everything else was just kind of inactive. So it was a lot of hanging out and chatting with coworkers. And somehow, at least for me, that just equaled a whole lot of singing whenever anybody said a phrase like end of the road. Also, if this is looking really choppy to you guys, because it looks like it is on my little StreamYard thing. It's not. If you're like curious to like try this for yourself and see if you get somewhere better than me with it, but you're seeing it be a bit choppy up there. It is very smooth on my computer. It's just the StreamYard thing, or possibly the Twitch or the YouTube thing. I'm not somebody who watches games either. I really don't understand the culture of watching somebody else play games, which I realize is exactly what I'm setting up for right now, is other people watching me play a game. But I don't get it. And I think it's just because I don't game anymore. And also, I do like this discovery aspect of just going on an adventure and seeing where it's going to go. I'm like this with the reading as well. Usually the books I read, oh, is that like a rock formation down there? Well, that seems promising. If only I had kept going on the right path before instead of turning around. Is this one of the monoliths? How did I not see that before? Y'all see that down there? I'm so dumb. I was absolutely here. Remember, I made a comment about these two monoliths. And then I just turned around and walked my happy ass back home. That's okay. So hopefully in following these that are here, there's the path that I'm supposed to be on, I think, which it's not going to let me get to. There we go. Oh no. There we go. Anyway, so like when I'm reading, most books that I get, I don't read the full blurb on. Just something will hit me and I'll be like, yes, that is a book I want to read. So I just started reading These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, I believe is her last name, Gong or Gang. It is a YA, which is usually not my jam. It's a Romeo and Juliet, which lends itself to like real interesting. Did I somehow go in a circle? We'll find out in a moment. Anyway, so it's YA. It's Romeo and Juliet, which.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason, or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Okay. Quick reminder, the name of the game is Dear Esther. So that was name of the game in the game. But anyway, so these violent delights. YA, Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet retelling, evident by the fact it's called, oh, hey, there's a cave right there. These Violent Delights, which is a Romeo and Juliet reference. I'm definitely going to go in a cage. I'm just curious for like other landmarks around me. There is a fallen boat. I saw your thing about participating in Christmas karaoke. I'm not a good singer, so I won't be. Also, I've got like a really jacked up range. These Violent Delights takes place in 1920 Shanghai. I knew that going into it, and that was what sold me on it, because I don't know anything really about that time frame. And, you know, I like a story that has a plot that I know, but a setting I don't know. I like one or the other. I like to always learn something one way or the other. So I picked it up, and so far I've read the prologue, which was great. The fact that I've only read the prologue doesn't mean anything. But the prologue has neon lights in it. It did not say it took place in the 1920s in the prologue. So I think the prologue is in modern times, but also there might be a Cthulhu in it. And I had absolutely no idea that it was going to be in any way sci-fi.
This seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why? Asked the farmers. Why? Asked Jacobson. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
This could be like a really aggressive way to say Jacobson. Jacobson. Oh, I guess it's probably Scandinavian. I guess yeah, that's fair. Yes, a very American thing for me to say. What is that? Is that more yogurt? That all of this is yogurt, even though like yogurt is so yogurt shouldn't last this long. But what is things? Okay, this is different. This makes me feel like more of an adventure. Is that a lobster? I'm gonna call that a lobster. A very swirly, friendly lobster. And okay, well, there's that chemical again. There's our science again. That's a really basic component. CH3CO. I wish I was better at chemistry than I was. Oh, and then that's like a brain synapse thing. Wouldn't that be funny if they were painting on the walls with yogurt? What are these? This is a really, I don't know what it is, but I know like I've absolutely seen that chemical composition before as like a very normal everyday thing. It's the chemical composition for yogurt. It's not at all. That's got to be super complicated, but I feel like I need to rename any streams I do of this show as the yogurt. That is a sideways eyeball or a lady part. I'm just going to call it a lady part. You get what I'm saying. That is more of an eyeball. That one is very eyeball, but like eyeball stuck in a tree, obviously. So I'm not good at like seeing things in things, I think is the important thing. I think the most creative I got was the lobster. Okay. Also, that was the entire cave. It was just like a little pass through. But that's okay. That's okay. I enjoyed that part. I enjoyed the yogurt cave. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Oh no. That's the sound of, is this going to be scary? What is happening?
Come back.
Did I die? What just happened? I unlocked an achievement. I don't know if that popped up on the screen or not. Oh, God. What is happening? I feel like I'm back on the first side of this. I might have died. I'm going to go back through the alien yogurt cave again because I don't know if that was a deliberate death or not. So we're going to do this one more time. Okay, yes. I'm definitely back on the other side. Oh, is this just like you go in and you turn around and I literally just drowned in that river right next to me? I think so. Also, we didn't learn anything in here, did we? That is yogurt. That is absolutely, it is yogurt. I can't read it. I can't read it, and if it's like a well-known brand, it's not a brand that I know. But that is totally, this is absolutely yogurt. Okay, so there is only one in and one out of this cave, and they are the same in and out. So I'm just going to do one more pass through here. Oh, but I'm going to not go in the water this time. Yeah, I'm really excited about that yogurt. I'm not going to lie. Okay. So that was the cave. Also, again, I'm just going to put it out there that I really have very strong doubts that you could use yogurt as a way to pass a message on that would last for any amount of time at all. I mean, first of all, like animals, that's absolutely something. My cats would lick those walls. Only one of them would. The other one would try to eat that container in hopes that that container was made out of plastic because he loves plastic. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that there is a plot hole right there. Because this feels like there's a lot of stuff that has happened in kind of ancient-y times. Or not ancient, but like definitely not like this week. I don't think those things were painted this week. And I don't know that yogurt as a paint would last more than a week. Is there egg in yogurt?
I stood in the center of the sun, and the solar radiation cooked my heart from the inside. My teeth will curl and my fingernails fall off into my pockets like loose change. If I could stomach, I'd eat, but all I seem capable of is salt water. Were the livestock still here, I could turn feral and gorge. I'm as emaciated as a body on a slab, opened up for a premature source of death. I've rowed to this island in a heart without a bottom, all the bacteria of my gut rising up to sing to me.
So something else that I would like in this game that I doubt is a thing based on what I've seen is I would like to just be able to read all of these things again to see if I can get a better idea of what's going on. That does not seem to be an option, though. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't moved yet, it's because I'm trying to check this email that says my UPS package was delivered, and I have no idea what it was. Oh. Okay. So, I don't know. A fun fact, my roommate, his shop is a mile and a half from our house. So a lot of times the UPS man will see his name on a package and just deliver it with the stuff that's going to his work. Like if it's our address, we're on the exact same route. So sometimes it'll just give it to him. The UPS guy will just give it to him. I wasn't calling the UPS guy an it. I'm playing this game, and so the words are not working as well as usual. I like to say that English is my second language, but obviously it's not. Oh, hey, I'm at Stonehenge. I call it Stonehenge. It's probably like not the right thing to say. Oh my God, do I not get a message pop up here? Tell me about this. This was important. But anyway, so the UPS, I just got a notification that something was delivered. Oh, Jesus, and I got myself turned around. What way did I come from? I don't know. Oh, man. I'm going to go up this way. I don't know. Anyway, so I have that, I have a thing that UPS just delivered a package, but it didn't come here. It went to Ken at his shop. And so the communication on here of how it was delivered, that's supposed to say like mailbox or front porch or whatever, says met customer man. Ken is now customer man. And I like that. I don't know where I'm going. So the funny thing is I got this new monitor that actually sucks a lot. And I don't, I don't think I want to do that though. Oh no, decisions. I feel like if I fall, I'm just going to end up being back at the beginning again. I wonder if this is that wall that I saw before that I couldn't get up. I'm going to go back. This would be a really good time to have a map. Anyways, I have this new monitor. I don't like it. The color is real weird on it. I guess it's the type of monitor that it is, and the angle that I have it at. So the top of the screen is darker than the bottom of the screen, which makes the bottom kind of hard to see a lot of times. Like it's a little hard to read, but I think it's helping me here because I'm looking at my StreamYard stream and it's looking a lot darker up there than it is here. Oh Lord. Okay, did I just hit a dead end? I might have. I'm really sad that this is a dead end though, because it's a damn stone structure and I feel like he should be talking to me right now. Is this where I just was? I'm heading right back to where I was before, right? I feel like I'm definitely about to hit that edge of the world again. Yep. Okay. So this was definitely the way I came in, or not the way I came in, but the way I didn't want to go. And I've already gone as I'm facing now. I tried going to the left, so I'm going to try going to the right. Also, I feel like this is definitely making me look less spatially aware than other gamers. That's kind of an interesting gender thing. Men tend to have better spatial reasoning than women. I actually have amazing spatial reasoning, but I do get lost easily. And I live in Atlanta, which is an easy place to get lost. So I literally have to map everything all the time. Okay, that is another cliff. So this is weird because I've got this whole ass structure here. Nothing happened to trigger story, which I feel like those stories are coming from me walking over certain parts. There was nowhere to go from there because I feel like I definitely did every single path that was available. Yeah, that was strange. Also, this definitely has that, like, I mean, clearly I am somehow in, like, I'm going to say the British Isles, and that might not necessarily be the right term. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the fence right now. So there's a path over there, but, like, I'm just going to walk in the water like an idiot. Can I get over? Nope. I'm just going to keep walking in the water like an idiot. But yeah, this is absolutely in a location where you'd expect to see structures like that. I feel like not. I feel like if you're in, like, the Highlands or whatever, my geography of that area of the world is terrible, and that is not the case for most Americans my age. Most are better than me, at least of my, like, education level. I just happen to suck at geography in general. I'm heading back to the radioactive yogurt. I am displeased about this. Like, I felt like I was making progress, and then that progress went nowhere. But anyways, like, I realized that this is a part of the world where you would expect to see Stonehenge-like structures, like, of anywhere in the world. This is where they're going to be. But also, I feel like if you're just on, like, a random walkabout, you're not going to come across it, and it's kind of an interesting find. This should have been given more details. I feel like this is also where things start to go wrong with me in open worlds or open maps, because I feel like I've done everything already, and obviously that's not true. I might be stuck here. I definitely came from this direction. Like, there's that dang fence. What's this do? Okay. It definitely doesn't want me to go that way. What have I done? This is clearly the path I was on. What am I doing wrong? And then it just ends. And then it just ends. Can I get it? There we go. Maybe. No. I'm, like, falling off this rock. This is also like for me. Like, I think I'm there. I think I'm there. I think I'm there. I'm falling. And you see those posts up there. It's like it let me fall down here, but it's not like I'm gonna. Jeez. I guess I'm gonna go back to Stonehenge and see if I missed anything. Yes. It looks like it's so easy to get where I need to go to get back on path. But, like, also there is a rock wall there. The funny thing is that it really took absolutely nothing to get me interested in this. Like, all it took was radioactive yogurt and cave wall drawings and Stonehenge. But it's not. But then this happened, and I'm sad again. I wonder, can I cross the water? I feel like I'm going to try to get in that water. I'm going to drown again. Oh, let's a splash. Split splash. That's all wall. Oh, hey. Hey. No. That looked promising, didn't it? Oh, there's a path right there. I found a path. Maybe. If I can figure out how to get to it. Oh, Lord. Why do you not jump? You see that path right there? I cannot get to it. Let's see. I'm sure I can. I just got to go a different way. But yeah, I don't think I saw that path before. Maybe I have. Oof. That's it. Right there. Oh my God. Okay, I definitely missed something before. It's just figuring out how to get to it. And I feel like this is taking me down too far again. But that's okay. Oh, and there's a path up there too. Okay, so I just missed a whole bunch of stuff last time I was here, and I'm okay with that. So there is Stonehenge. And yes, I have decided that I'm just going to continue calling it Stonehenge. And I do know that this path ends at a cliff, but I'm looking to see if there is some obvious or less obvious break somewhere that I missed. Oh, hey, I did not flip it that way. There we go. Or I did not deliberately flip it that way. Gosh. Oh, and that's got fence all over it. Okay. Maybe that's not a path then. This looks... No. It looks kind of pathy. It's not. Oh, you struggle so hard. Such struggle. So at this point, I think I'm just going to have to jump. I don't know which jump I'm going to do, but we jump and we try again, right? Is that how these games work? Ooh, that looks... It's funny because I see glowing stuff as well, and it's probably literally just rock. But my brain immediately says glowy. It sees glowy, and it's like, well, let's see what that is. I'm gonna jump here. I'm probably not gonna be able to jump. That's my thought, but let's try it. Oh no, it let me jump. Ooh. Okay. So that was definitely dying. Confirmed. Oh, I got another achievement. I don't. Okay, this is where I jumped, and it was like, no, you can't do that. So let me try the other one, I guess. If nothing else, I just rack up a whole bunch of dying in a whatever. Supposedly, I'm supposed to be solving some sort of a mystery, but like I don't even know what the mystery is yet, which might be the mystery. All right, are you ready to see if I unlock another achievement? Oh, I did. I was supposed to jump.
I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rearview mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
So, pronoun. I did not know that that was a type of game where you're supposed to die in order to discover things. Thank you for telling me that, because I'm guessing this is absolutely one of those games. Or perhaps this is that game. That was like the most informative thing that we've gotten so far. Also, the music is far more dramatic. Okay, we're definitely in a new world now. Okay, I'm back on track with this game. Instinct tells me to stay left. Is my instinct correct? Probably not. Oh my god, that music is so dramatic right now. Oh, it's is that the yogurt ship? I feel like there was probably more on that ship than yogurt, but again, I'm only retaining like 5% of these slides, and I wish I could see more of these. So like go back to these slides later. That's okay. Also, I just got a text message, and I guarantee you that text message is a reminder to vote, because that is my life now. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Jesus. No, it's my parents being real effing weird.
I've begun to wonder if Donnelly's voyage here was as prosaic as it was presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him, they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean, into oblivion.
Okay, so that's... I was hoping with the previous message being about driving down the road, I think trying to see an island, I think. I don't know. This might, again, be a better game if I had more knowledge of the geography of this area, but that's okay. But I was hoping with that, wow, look at all of that yogurt. What does that say? Oh, neither did he eat nor drink, I believe is what that says. Written all in yogurt, I presume. There's no paint, only yogurt. Anyway, I was hoping with that message about like driving down the road, seeing stuff, that the messages would get less weird after that, but no. This could also be a problem for me because I read paranormal romance mostly, and that's written at like a 9th grade reading level. So even though I have a degree in the English language, I don't retain fancy words as much anymore. Okay, well, this is a shipwreck. Is this the yogurt ship? I feel like it is. I'm going to call this the Good Ship Yogurt, like the Good Ship Lollipop, which I actually don't know what that is. I just know that it's a thing. I feel like it's a song, but like something before my time. I'm going to pop up this hill for a second and look back. I would like to get on that ship, but perhaps I'm not, excuse me, allowed on that ship. Listen to those creepy sounds. Also, I don't know if you can tell this or not from the way that my gameplay is, the way that I move, but I've never been good at first-person shooters. Like, I'm not good at that whole camera and footwork going in a different way. So I'm pretty dead ahead unless I stop moving. Although, actually, I don't even think that I can do that in this game because of the directions. And I don't think I can get any... I don't think I can actually get on the ship. I do wish that, like in other games, I could, like, open stuff like this. Just smash it. Smash it. Yet again, something really exciting that didn't actually give me anything except that creepy message. And neither did he eat nor drink. And I'm assuming that he's not talking about himself when he wrote that, because
there must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
that is not how new hermits arrive anywhere. What? Unless, are we talking about hermit crabs? This is insane. Okay. We keep going. We'll keep going. You should have eaten that damn yogurt, though. Just saying. Instead of painting with it. Oh my God. Can I not move again? Am I trapped yet again? I wonder if this is kind of like a funneling effect, if that makes sense. Yes, open a box and discover the jump button. That would be great, except I absolutely remember from my WoW games being, or WoW days being a wall humper. It's like, go, try to get in. No, anyways, I'm wondering if like I just have to kind of explore an area until I die, and then I kind of get pushed into a new area, but like all areas are going to be a dead end. I would love to jump right here. Yes. It's probably in your best interest that I don't have the ability to jump, because I do also remember excessively hitting the jump button, not on purpose. I'm assuming because of my OCD. It was just something where I would hit that button if I was talking to somebody, if I was on I don't remember what it was called then. Was that Discord? Was that like an early version of Discord? Whatever we used to use to talk to each other through like raids. If I was chatting with somebody on that, then I would just be jumping constantly. I was one of those people. I feel like I've been everywhere. Why you do this to me? And yes, I know I've already been on this path, but you never know. Maybe I missed my death ahead. Oh, no, that's right. It just like derp dead ends right here, right? Yeah, well, let me. Okay. Oh, I see a path over there. Did I do that path? I don't know if I did. It looks like it goes up into... I'm going to stay up on top. But yeah, it looks like there was another path that I didn't go on. Oh, I just noticed that you guys are stuck with my mouse in the middle of the screen. That sucks. I guess it's better than having the Windows to activate Windows message on the screen, though. So trade-off. And I guess it's good that it just stays dead center on the screen instead of moving around, because I moved around like crazy. I'm pretty sure this is where I fell from, but I'm just gonna pop back here. I don't think it was that far of a trail. I'm just gonna pop back here, make sure this is it, and then I will go and try the right path. Oh yeah. Yep, going no further. Okay. All right, let's see if this path somehow does something different. It looks like it's just going straight down there. But maybe not.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape. and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Okay. So Esther is dead now. And he used to have kidney stones, but they're now... Ooh, that was a weird one. They're all weird. I was following for a moment, and then it wasn't anymore. Okay, so there is a path back up here I can go. But first, we're going to poke around down here. Poking doesn't seem to actually do anything. Oh, I've literally been in here already. I'm just back in this thing again. Did I go the full way before? Did I? Oh my god. Did I go all the way down here before? I'm going to go down here one more time, just in case. I don't know how I forgot something that I would have done like 2 minutes ago, but maybe this is a game to test whether you have Alzheimer's or not. And I have early onset Alzheimer's. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Duh. Okay, sorry. Sorry, this was dumb. I didn't need to go down this way, but I did find a new path. So just do everything twice, right? Why not? I feel like the next time I do a gaming stream, I'm going to do something a little bit more exciting than this. I'm going to continue to stream this, but I think I'm going to bounce around between a couple of games. Just to get more of a gamey feel. Okay. This probably is not the path I'm supposed to be on. I'm probably supposed to be on the other side of that fence there. Well, there's fence here too, so whatever. But remember that there is a high road that I could have taken if it gets to that.
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
What? What is he talking about? Should I jump? I feel like I don't want to jump until I poke around a little bit more. But also, like, I totally want to jump. And also, looking around has not helped me at all in this game. So I'm going to fall down this hole. Woo!
Come back.
Oh. Oh, that was not exciting. Am I next to that hole? Okay. That was not nearly as satisfying as the previous suicides. Also, where... Oh, God. I got, like, the slightest bit disoriented, and now I don't know where I am. Like, I know I am on this pit, but I don't know where that path is. There it is, I think. Yes, okay. That was disappointing. I wanted that to be more exciting than that. So, fun fact, the theme song to MASH, the really old show about the Korean War, MASH, which ran longer than the Korean War itself. That was always a fun fact about it. But the theme song in the show is instrumental. It's a very, like, it's well known as the theme song for MASH, but it just seems like an instrumental that was made specifically for the show. But The song itself, that's not the actual song. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. This is a time when I wish so you could see my reactions to this. Because it's very dramatic.
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
I don't even know what a bothy is. I don't know what's happening. But anyways, the theme song to MASH has actual lyrics. And there's a notorious episode of Family Guy where Stewie sings them to Brian. But the lyrics, the like well-known part, the part that's like the MASH theme, is suicide is painless. It brings on many changes. I don't remember the last line.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There's no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
Oh, okay, so those lines were carved. Also, I still have no idea what a bothy is. Bothy? But I feel like by saying it with an American accent, I'm also saying the wrong thing. But I am happy that Jakobsen is in fact Scandinavian, and that's why his name is pronounced that way. Maybe
Spread the wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. Broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Okay, that absolutely is paint. Maybe it has been paint the entire time. I'm really upset that it's not yogurt. We will continue to believe it's yogurt. However, I've been playing this for an hour and a half, and I feel like it just started to get interesting, even if I don't know. Oh, hey, and I got an achievement from that. Even if I don't know what a bothy is. Should I jump? Oh no, that looks like a gradual jump that I'll just run down, and then I won't be able to get back up here, and I'll ruin everything. So maybe I'm not going to jump this time. Okay, so that was the building. I'm just going to confirm that I'm going the wrong way, except that is part of my progress here. Yes, okay, because I remember this very clearly. Okay, so I need to continue going this way. Also, yes, I absolutely laughed when I found out he died of a disease that he caught from his goats. I don't. And now that I'm saying it, I'm like laughing again because I immediately assumed it was because of like eating the goats or drinking their, goat milk or breathing the air that the goats were also breathing. But now I'm wondering if he was doing inappropriate things with the goats. I didn't when I read that message on the screen, and I feel like that is not this kind of game. But as soon as I said those words, I was like, maybe. I mean, that whole thing was that he was lonely. Oh shit, where am I going? I feel like I have.
What to make of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis? It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these parts, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
Oh, I don't. Okay, Donnelly has syphilis. Donnelly is not Jakobsen. But Donnelly had syphilis, or maybe he got hit by a drunk driver. But also, I believe that the narrator just said that he has an issue with drinking and driving. So maybe the narrator killed Donnelly. Am I actually solving a mystery right now? I don't know. Also, did they have improper relations with goats? I feel like I should not be heading back down to the ocean, but because there was something about going inland, but also we definitely were not over here before. I say as if I have any concept of where I have been before. Also, I feel like super mega mystery solver right now because I was watching a docudrama on Netflix about the Atlanta bombing. I mentioned this the other day. I don't remember the context for it. If I was talking,
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. It struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
Weird. Okay. Also, again, with my weird geography thing, I guess this is an itty bitty island right off the coast of some part of the British Isles. In fact, I feel like now I remember seeing that word that I don't know how to pronounce because I feel like it's Hebrides, even though it looks like Hebrides. And I don't know anything about it except I do think it's an island area. Again, this is because I'm just terrible at geography in general. But yeah, so that was weird, but okay. But anyway, so I was watching a thing about the Atlanta Olympic bombing that happened in 1996. I didn't live in this area at the time, so I only know about it as much as...
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So, I don't know if I am the person talking or if I am finding his letters, but I've already died like 4 times and took it in stride, and now in this monologue thing happening, I'm bitching about injuring my leg. Weird. Okay. Anyway, so I'm watching this thing on the Atlanta Olympic bomber, and yes, I'm absolutely going for this maybe cave. And there's a part where they're trying to figure out what's going on with this bomb. There's this weird piece that they can't identify. And I look at it. I'm in like episode 2 of it. And I look at it and it looks like a chunk of wreath frame. And then at the very end of the show, like 4 episodes later, it turned out it was a chunk of wreath frame. So now I'm like a super sleuth bomb expert. I'm okay. So I know that games are funny with details and that you have to like accept a lot of things, but unless there is a living person in this cave, why is this candle sitting here burning? What is going on? I'm not scared because overall I don't think this is meant to be a scary game. But if this was a scary game, I'd be freaking out right now. Can I fall to my death in here? Because that'd be cool. Look at those stalagmites and stalactites. Look at that. It looks like a big anus in this guy's putting it out there. Oh, is that where I fell before? Am I going to fall again? And I'm going to have to come back? Oh, woo! Yes. Jakobsen. Oh, that's right. They said that they put him in a cave to thaw, right? Am I right? Was that what they said? Oh, my God.
Donnelly's addiction is my one true constant. Even though I wake in false dawns and find the landscape changing and flowing in constantly through my tears, I know his reaching is always upon me.
Oh, it's doing that, not me. Okay. That was not me moving around. Oh, it is pretty down here. But also, I don't know how to get out of here. Oh, I guess this is the path right here. Okay. This is fun. I'm beginning to enjoy this game now. Not that I was like hating it before, but I was getting a little frustrated with it. I am now beginning to enjoy it and see the beauty in it. Because before I thought it was like really nicely rendered. But it could have been, I don't know. Like it was nicely rendered and I like the aesthetic of it, but it needed more. And this is more. Can I go swimming? Am I going to drown? Oh no, I'm going to walk on the water. I'm Jesus, y'all. I'm going to assume that actually I was swimming, but it's fun to say stuff like that. I'm Jesus, y'all. Also like that weird cicada sound. That definitely moldy yogurt right there. Look at all that yogurt molds. If that, my one hope for this game, I mean, other than like figuring out eventually what the hell is going on, is also that yogurt becomes a thing again. And the thing is, the reason it stood out to me is because in America, I like these shrooms. I'm happy with these glowing. Oh, they look like little umbrellas, but like more so than mushrooms usually do. Look at that. It's like a little umbrella. Anyways, the yogurt really stood out to me because it was spelled with an H. And American English spelling of yogurt is no H. And you know, like a fancy voiceover, I say fancy voiceover, meaning literally a voiceover with a British accent, doesn't really mean anything to us. Because, you know, like we see a lot of shows with British actors, but that are American shows or movies. So they still talk in an American English, but with a British accent. So yeah, it's a different, like you don't really think anything of having a British voiceover. Should I kill myself? Woo! Oh, that didn't kill me. I think I've just fallen back to the bottom again. I I don't actually know how to get out of the water, though. No. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Sorry, I had like, oh, shit. No, go back. I had a flashback to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the game. Oh, no. I wish I hadn't gone that way, because I feel like, maybe I'm just back at the beginning. I'm doing that weird rambling thing again. So anyways, the British voiceover didn't actually tell me that this was a British game in a British setting. Also, if I'm saying British, but actually it's Irish or Scottish, I don't mean any harm by that, I promise. I'm going to Google. In fact, I'm going to Google right now to find out where that place is that I think, oh Lord. So that package was for me, humorously enough. Sorry, I'm going to be back to the game in just a second. Like I said, I am... Oh, Scotland. I feel like that's not a Scottish accent, but I could be wrong. How do you say this? Just let me go. This is like a pretty moment to stop on, at least. I'm going to say that Hebrides is right. Okay. So anyways, the whole point of that real long ramble, where again I did that thing where I'm like, I feel like I've who are my ancestors. I am literally cut right down the middle, English and Irish, but like we were all people. I come from people who desperately. I don't come from proud English and Irish heritages. Okay, so this is where I jumped before. I'm not going to jump again. I have learned my lesson. I don't know how to avoid it though. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Oh, what's that cavern? Oh, you know what? That doesn't matter what that cavern is because it ends right there. And that hole I don't want to jump down again. I learned my lesson. So anyways, the whole point of that long ramble is that once I saw that H in yogurt, I knew that was actually not American in its production. And now all I care about is yogurt. Also, I do love yogurt. And these little adorable mushrooms. They're so cute.
I am traveling through my own body, following towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon, the area, shining to me through the rocks.
I'm also wondering now what an aerial is. Is it just a lighthouse? The twin lights of the moon and the aerial? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm kind of confused about the direction this is going in. I kind of felt like I was hitting these points and little notes were being found, but like his femur was broken outside, right? He made that reference. And now I'm like in the bowels of this cave. And he's talking about how his femur is still shattered. And I just don't imagine he would have gotten that far in this cave with a shattered femur. This is very pretty, though. I am. Oh, look at that. What the fuck is that? I don't know, but I like it. Why is it so pointy? What the hell are those? I don't understand what's going on. What is this? Okay, we're going to keep going.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
You know, I swear every single time we get one of those messages, it starts out like maybe weird, but I understand, like, oh, I hope this isn't the pit where they threw those goats. And then it gets like so outlandish that I actually don't even know if they're talking about throwing goats in here. Also, I'm going to call yogurt backwards butterfly, or is that two people fighting over a stick, but with their feet, their toes, trying to grab a stick, but like they're cartoon characters, so they only have 4 toes. Again, why I don't try to find. Oh, hey, writing. Behold, Damascus is taken, and then a whole bunch of gnarly shit is coming up. I don't know what Damascus is. I don't know what that reference is. I don't know if it would help me any. Oh my god. Holy crap. There's so much chemical. This could now be the chemical composition for yogurt. There's the feet fighting over a stick / inverted butterfly. A whole bunch of eyes and Golgi apparatuses. And that is, I am so glad that I looked at all of these before, because I tell you for a fact that is the lobster. So we are seeing a whole bunch of, and there's some more Damascus stuff there. Yeah, these are all symbols that we have seen before. There is Damascus again. So I don't know if this is deliberate. That kind of looks like Taurus, right? That looks like a cow, an upside down cow right there. Its head. Or I guess it could be a right side up squid. But yeah, I don't know if this is one of those issues where, because it was a programmed game, North Carolina right there. We talk about North Carolina and see, I don't know what that all says. So if it's programmed, is it just like the same repetitive images because of that? Or is it actually really meaningful that, like, that kind of looks like a potato right there? I don't know. I have said yogurt like 875 times in the last 2 hours. Are we having like a electricity thing going on right here? Are these circuit schemata? That also looks like a circuit right there. Who knows? Or it's a game controller diagram. Okay. Let's keep going. We into some more mushrooms. Looks like we got some roots growing in right here, but also they're glowing green, and I don't know if that's deliberate or not. Also, one of the cats is really into this. I just looked behind me and saw him staring hard at that screen. So the funny thing is, I was talking before about how I don't understand people watching other people game, which is not in any judgment of anybody for it. It's just something that I didn't really grow up with. But I did also have a time where my roommate in college was playing, like, I think it was Final Fantasy VII, that we all gathered around watching Final Fantasy VII, waiting for, like, the cut sequences. Oh God, hopefully this was the right decision, because otherwise I'm going to get lost real quickly. Will I die down here? Can I run out of breath? Oh, shit. What am I? Oh, God. Okay. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing that I just did. Final Fantasy VII, I feel like was the beginning of like the really god-awfully long cut sequences. Am I back to... Oh, Lord. Oh, no. I did not fall on purpose. Shit. Did I go all the way back to the beginning? Hopefully not. Oh, okay. Definitely not. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is like backstory shit right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm either hallucinating or I'm dead because I'm swimming and oxygen. There's no oxygen meter, I guess, is where I'm going with that. What? Oh, okay. Okay, I have no idea where I am right now, but hopefully I am like not running around in circles. I am moving really slowly right now, and I don't know why. I guess I'm going uphill, and it's a start. I mean, obviously, like right this second I'm going uphill, but oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, do I keep moving? Yep, okay, sorry. I was expecting that to be a cut sequence, but we're really not having any cut sequences in this. Oh, man. Oh. Is that the candle that I passed before?
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky.
No, that was on the other side.
Their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
I really do appreciate the details on stuff like this. And this could just be something where it's been so long since I gamed last that I'm just not used to this level of detail. But that's really neat to me that I can just like read what these things say now, and that they're actual, like that looks absolutely like a can of paint, and unfortunately not like a thing of yogurt, a cup of yogurt. I forgot the word cup. Not that I like forgot the word cup, but like what the proper unit is for yogurt. And like these, oh, what is that? Is that, oh, hey, those are cars. I still am not really sure like what I'm doing with this game, and I feel like that's kind of the point of this game. But that's neat that there's these little photographs of cars.
Fire and soil, I chose fire. The more sanitary. I could not bear the thought of the reassembly of such a ruin. Stitching arm to shoulder and femur to hip, charting a line of thread like traffic stilled on a motorway, making it all acceptable for tearful aunts and traumatized uncles flown in specially for the occasion. Reduce to ash, mix with water, make a phosphorescent paint for these rocks and seas.
Okay. So, I don't know if we're talking about Donnelly or Esther, or if Esther is actually Esther Donnelly. But apparently one of them was cremated, and their ashes were mixed with this paint, and that's what's being used on these caves. And what the fuck? Okay. I don't. I don't know what that is. Is it like a radio? Like that looks like a radio, but that looks like one half of those things that you use to start somebody's heart or to stop somebody's heart. Actually, I guess is what they do. The paddles, or you rub the paddle. Oh, but that's also medical. What? Okay. Okay, so that is creepy right there. I don't know what that is, but I do know absolutely what that is. And that's like an old-timey medicine, like when they cut stuff out of your body and throw it in a bowl, and that's weird. I say old-timey, it might be something that's still used in other places, but in the US, we would not be using that like kidney-shaped bowl anymore. Okay, so that was officially, the game is a little bit creepy. And I believe yes. Okay, so this is the direction I'm going in. It looks like this might be something where I can't go this way again. I'm just curious. I'm going to go back down, but yeah, okay. So this does have a funneling effect that is... Oh, I don't know. I meant to define that earlier, but you know, like some games, like once you get to a certain point, you can't go back, which obviously with these like weird suicide things that I was doing before, that was part of it. Oh, see, this is that moment of indecision right here. Which way do I want to go? I'm going to go this way. This is so weird. So, like, I don't know where this island ties into this story. I mean, obviously, like, there is that weird goat story, or the Jacobson story. But, like, there's no roads here. We haven't seen any cars. This looks like a... what that symbology means. I don't know if that's an actual... I sucked at chemistry. That's why I majored in physics and not chemistry. So I don't know if that symbol actually means anything. And oh, I can't get really zoomed in it, but it's a lady, and it looks like the glass is correct on the picture. It looks like a lady just standing there. It's probably Esther. Oh, and there's more. No, that's just phosphorescence on the wall. Also, I'm really happy that he said phosphorescent before, because I forgot that was a word, and that's absolutely the word that applies to this. That's just a candle. I don't want to go that way. Oh. So this is a Is that a phone? I don't know what that is. Those are definitely tires, though. So this is like a shrine to car. Oh, so maybe the accident did happen right exactly here. Um, Despite what I said like 14 seconds ago about clear the accident could not have happened here because there's no
All
roads.
by the roadside, by the exit for Damascus, all ticking and cooled, all feathers and remorse, all of these signals routed like traffic through the circuit diagrams of our guts, those badly written boats torn bottomless in the swells, washing us forever ashore.
I can't read that one. Around him. What does that say? Shone around him. Heaven, light from heaven shone around him. I'm gonna get up there. There we go. Okay. Light or plight? Because that's like a P right there. Oh, a light. A light from heaven shone around him.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you.
Okay. Okay, so he wrote letters, and then he found those letters, and then he made little paper boats. Oh yeah, little paper boats with the letters. And then he watched them sink, except that they didn't because they're right here. Oh God, should I have not done? I did not think that it was going to lead to one of these. Okay. Apparently, whoever I am, I cannot swim. Oh, on a sudden, okay. That's just weird phrasing. On a sudden, what? It's not. On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. I don't know what that means either. I would love. Yeah. I can't swim and I can't jump. And here's a boat launch that I'm probably gonna drown myself on as well. But leave no stone unturned, right? Except for that, like. Oh God. Oh no. I could just turn around. It just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I did miss like a huge part of that field that I just walked through. Not field, but like lowland where it had all the candles in it. And you know what? Actually, it looks like I'm going back there anyway. Making that comment. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of that stuff, but like I just kind of was in a groove and I kept going with it. But now it looks like I'm gonna have to go back there. So that's cool. Oh, or whatever this is. I don't think I'm a ghost. And here's why. I can hear my footfalls and they change depending on what I'm walking on. Oh, I guess this is, oh shit. Did I actually go the wrong way just now? Let me see. Do I want to poke around out there? Do I think that's going to benefit me any? I don't think it is. All right, I'm going to try this one more time up here. And actually, in all fairness, in real life, I really can't jump either. I've got really bad ankles. Neither can one of my cats. And it's really sad and adorable. Yeah, you the fat one. Like, not because he's fat. Even as like a little baby, he could not jump. The other one's not very good at jumping either. We give her credit for it because she's better than him, but it's a good thing that our cats can't jump. It's less trouble for them to get it going now.
A sound of torn metal, teeth running over the edge of the rocks, a moon that casts a signal as I lay pinned beside you, the ticking of the cooling engine, and the calling from a great height, all my mind as a bypass.
Okay, so the person speaking in the letters was also in the car accident that killed either Esther or Donnelly or Esther Donnelly. Oh no, because he is writing to Esther sometimes about Donnelly. So she is not also Donnelly. I didn't think so. I thought it was real weird that he would be calling her sometimes by her first name and sometimes by her last name. And usually you don't call women by their last name. It's just one of those things. But, oh, different noise.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in a sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and casts parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Okay, so this whole time that he has been talking about boats with no bottoms, is he talking about paper boats? Because paper boats don't have bottoms, and what the hell? That's okay. Okay, so I can't read this message yet. I'm going to go up a little bit higher and see if I can read it from here. And as he was proceeding on his journey, oh, that was a line that we saw in that message where all three of the lines were together. And so now I'm wondering if I'm weirdly backtracking. But I didn't see that before, and I would have noticed that before. Oh. Come near to Damascus and was come near to Damascus. Was that something that I saw before? I have the worst short-term memory. I'm not going to lie. And oh, geez. There's that no need to eat or drink.
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
3 days without sight. He was 3 days without sight, and he neither ate nor drank, whatever that was. Okay. See, this is the problem with video games. I totally had the intention of playing this for 2 hours. And at the hour mark, I was like, geez, I don't know if I can do this for another hour. And now I'm at 2 hours and 12 minutes. I'm like, well, I can't stop right here, obviously.
Went back like a nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man climbed onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight, I will take flight.
No idea what that was. That told me nothing. I think I'm going up to the lighthouse, though. Is that the bothy? What is a bothy? There's also messages here that I'm way too flipping close to. Oh, that's irritating. I want to know what it says. It's probably something I've heard already, because that seems to be all of them. Oh, that was something about noon, though, and I don't remember any references to noon. That was irritating. Holy shit, there's so much writing up here. From heaven, a great light. I saw this one. Of course, it's a great light round about me. And let's see, for the glory.
He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Okay, so Damascus is a place. Like an actual place. That helps. That was something that if I had known before would have probably saved some of the confusion in my brain. But also, does that mean that Donnelly and Jakobsen were happening at the same time? Because I had this feeling like Jakobsen was happening in like the past, but I don't know. Glory, that light being led by. Oh geez, am I not on the? Oh, holy crap! I was like falling off the road there, I think. Oh, led by the hand of them. What the hell did I just read? That's okay. Yes, he is sounding a little more passionately delirious than usual, but then again, he's been speaking in riddles the whole time anyway. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, geez, there's more writing. With me, were with me, that were with me. Oh, okay, that just says that were with me. I don't know if this part connects. Into that were with me. That doesn't came into that. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I was seeing these on different. There's like the messages are painted on different levels. so that they made what looked like a straight line, but they actually weren't. So I'm just seeing little chunks of it. So ignore all of that. I feel like I might be coming to an end though. I don't know, with this like lighthouse, I think that I'm coming up on, right? Yeah, or it's not even a lighthouse, it's a cell tower. Geez, I don't know what's about to happen. I mean, not that I've had any idea what was about to happen this entire time, but definitely.
I am the Ariel. In my passing, I will send news to each and every star.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, it's so aggressive up here, but also, can I get in here? Yes, I can.
Dear
It's
Esther,
doing that on its
I
own.
have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an Ariel, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside
Esther Donnelly!
I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me.
What?
They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
So everything going on, I'm not doing. And he's killed himself very slowly and dramatically. I'm assuming that this is kind of the end of the game, but we'll find out. I don't know. Like, it can't be it's got to be the end of this round of it. Oh, I'm a bird. I don't know if you guys saw that shadow, but obviously now I am a bird. That was creepy. I'm not talking. That's the game. I mean, now I'm talking, of course, but. Oh, I should be paying attention to this. I can read this stuff now. Also, seagulls are gross. Just putting it out there. I hate seagulls. Maybe I've been a seagull the entire time. Seagulls can't really jump. And they can't really swim, right? Well, no, I guess they can swim. They are pretty good swimmers. I mean, they just kind of paddle their little feet, but.
Come back.
And he just said, come back in a creepy way. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm supposed to do something right now. Okay, so nothing. Oh. Okay. So I'm getting credits. Also, I unlocked achievement Paul. I don't understand what I just did. So while these credits are running, I'm gonna tab out for just a second, and we'll get them back up in a second. But I'm gonna see if I can stop being a pineapple. See if my cam. Okay, my cam is working again. I'm looking real grainy, but that's okay. I don't know if that was the end of the game, but I do know that when I started this game, there were like 5 options of where to start at, and I only had the first one unlocked. So I don't know if this was literally the entire game that I just played, or if I'm going to go back to that screen in a moment and I'm going to have like number 2 unlocked. That being said, I don't I understand that Paul Jacobson is dead, and I understand that Esther Donnelly is dead, and that Esther and Donnelly are either the same person or Esther and her husband. I don't know. I still feel like they have to be 2 different people from the way that the narrator was talking. I don't know who the narrator is. And I don't understand what his relationship was to anybody. I definitely feel like Jakobsen was in a different time frame because like everybody's like Donnelly died in a car crash, but Jakobsen died of some goat disease. And that, I don't know, maybe in this part of the world that is a realistic thing to happen, but that's certainly not a realistic thing to happen where I am. So I have more questions, and I hope. Oh, but here we are. I've got the option to resume, to start, or options. I'm going to pop over here one more time. Let me switch my screen, and I'm going to see what happens when I hit these buttons, and you'll know then if that was literally the entire game or yeah, that was the entire game. Okay. So there were chapters in there that I just didn't understand. Also, there was a director's commentary. So I feel like, so I'm absolutely not disappointed in the fact that I paid $2 for this thing, half hours to do, or the fact that my video is freaking out. Stop cam. Am I talking? Lord. Let me do this to, oh, not that. Am I still talking? Yes, I am still talking. Okay. I'm just sorry. I'm just doing an audio check to make sure that that was just my camera and not me. So there is this director's commentary. So I think I'm going to do this one more time with the director's commentary. Maybe I was going to say next Friday, but that is Christmas. So I probably won't be able to do it then. I would love to be able to do it then, but I'm not going to be able to because Christmas. But yeah, I want to do it again and see if I understand it a little bit better, if I can pick up on stuff a little bit better, or if this is just it. And I definitely want to do it again with the director's commentary on it. So that was Dear Esther, and that was my first time ever playing it, and my first time ever doing this streaming a video game thing. And I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, especially for how weird that game was. So thank you, those of you who joined me today. And I'll be doing this again soon. I think the next game I'm going to do is World of Goo, which I have played. I initially played it on a Wii back in 2007, and it is in my Steam account. Last time I played it was in 2015, I believe. So that's going to be next time I game. That's what I think I'm going to bring up. But I enjoy doing this, so I'll be doing this again. You guys have a great day, and I'll make a schedule or something. A couple days a week, I'll just stream a game. All right. Bye, guys.